Hi guys, thanks again for joining me. I'm Anne and I give weekly oracle readings focusing on divine partners, and that includes all soulmates, twin flames, karmic connections, twin rays, and all spiritual love connections that pertain to you. So if you're first time landing on this video on my channel, I hope you can stay tuned and watch this video. I'm sure there's a message for you. Okay, so as you guys can see, it's a beautiful day today and I'm out here and just enjoying this beautiful weather. It's been so hot, and I came out here earlier so that I could miss the heat in case it does come in, because it's crazy lately. It's just been too hot, and it rains, and it's too hot. So anytime I get like a little glimpse of sunshine, I tell my husband, let's just go out and go to the beach and or the water, the lake. I'm very fortunate to live right beside the lake, not far. Anyways, I've divided divine masculine and divine feminine. Basically, these two represent the same person, or could represent the person that you're involved with, or a person that you're looking for, or can resonate one or the other. Okay, so I've been getting a lot of questions on how this relates, this type of reading. So basically just take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. Okay, so divine masculine, listening for truth. As you can see, divine masculines have been listening to their truth. They have been hearing that inner voice, and that inner voice is telling them, I need to get out. I need to find myself. I need to find what it is that I'm looking for, because they haven't been really opening themselves to love for a long time. And this has been going on for quite a while, and it's sad because divine masculines know there's love, know there's emotional energy there that's calling out to them, but the divine masculine just doesn't know how to find it. But they are starting to listen to their truth, that they can actually feel unconditional love. The unconditional love, a very beautiful card. And as you can see, it represents a lot of rebirth, emotions, love, deep attachment, as this mother is with her baby. You know, it's a beautiful thing for birth of a child, of nature. That's why I always talk about springtime. And you know what? It's just rebirth. It's a new beginning. It's changes. Even though we're coming now into the end of summer, well, not exactly. I'm sorry. No, not the end of summer, end of July. And it's winding down. You know, like that's what happens with all seasons. We're smack middle in the summer, I should say. I rephrase that. And it's starting now to start like all over again. Something is happening, you know, something we can see, a little bit of changes, the little things that's going on. Divine masculines know that there is truth out there. They're searching for their truth, but though, can they hear it? Many times when we're involved with relationships, we tend to find ourselves drifting off. Like, is this relationship really worth pursuing? But though you remember at the very beginning it was, this could be that you're starting to listen to your inner truth, listening to what that inner spirit is telling you, the inner child. We don't hear it all the time. We really don't. It's like we try to. That's why we come to places like this, so that we can hear it, because clear the fog, clear the clutter, clear the drama, the toxic energies that we pick up from the environment. Yes, it's everywhere. And you know, I have to say, when we do this, it really disturbs us from really seeing our truth. When divine masculine doesn't see their truth, they run. They go the opposite direction. And that's what they have been doing in the previous readings. We've been seeing them take a step forward, but then all of a sudden seeing them take a step back. And it's like, okay, this has been going on. And you may be involved in a relationship where you're feeling like this person just keeps running from themselves, and why aren't they seeing you? Why don't they see you? Because you see them. Maybe it is that you both are not seeing yourselves, seeing the true you. Divine masculines, as you can see, need to see themselves, but they have to feel themselves. They have to see the true you. And I'm not talking about that other person isn't seeing you. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Maybe you're trying to look for this person out there. You're single. You can't find that person. But it's not about seeing the you, the true you. It's about you seeing yourself. It's a reflection. Transformation is happening. Transformation, guys. Divine masculines. Look at this card. Yes, it's beautiful. I love showing the cards because they give me messages, and I know they give you guys messages too, because we all get the messages from the same source, from God, from the universe above, the higher power. It's all coming from the same place, the messages, and I'm just interpreting for them for you guys. So divine masculines go back and forth. They see things, they feel things, but though they don't understand things, and that's why the divine masculine needs to get it together. You can't focus so much on how do I win this person back? How does this person come back to me? You know, it's not something you can do. If you're connected to somebody, and you're truly connected to your divine partner, and your divine partner seems to be drifting off, your divine partner seems to be with someone else, I'm not saying wait for this person, and I'm not saying to forget about this person. This is a message for you, okay? What does this person truly means to you? I mean, is this person like the other half of you? Do you feel this person totally deep inside your soul center? Because if you're feeling this, if you're getting all of this, if you're picking up so much love, so much light, so much energy from this person when you're with this person, but though this person can't see you, most likely it's a spiritual love connection. There's different types, and we talk about this. This is what I'm talking about. But they're not ready. Yeah, and how do I get them to see? How do I get them to be ready? Well, the simple fact is, and I have to say it bluntly, you're not ready, okay? It's not because the universe is on their side and they can do whatever they want because they're happy, because you're ready and you're just sitting and waiting. I mean, this is a sticky situation, and I don't want to offend anybody, but you need to work on yourself a little bit harder. And I say this for myself. I say this for, it goes for everybody, because when you work on yourself, you work on your divine partner. Now, if you're involved with somebody and you're just codependent on that person, maybe you just feel like you need to just sit it out because nobody else is going to come in your life and be what they were once before, but though you don't really feel anything right now. So you have to really examine what you feel inside. I can't tell you this. Nobody can. A reading can help a person to make that decision. But when it comes down to it, guys, bottom line, you're making the decision. You're the one that is actually putting things into motion. That's where the transformation comes in. Transforming into something, transforming divine masculine right now. I'm not saying that they're not going to come out of it, but I'm saying more of they're kind of out of commission, just like you're out of commission. Sometimes relationships can go on, and I mean, I don't have a time when how long they go through separation. Twin flames can go on for a really, really long time as divine partners do go through a lot of different changes and transformations. But guess what? It's all because of how much work they need to do. I can't estimate it. You can't estimate it. Nobody can estimate it. Only when you know you're working on yourself, and when you feel better, when you raise your vibration, when you actually feel better inside, because it's all about living for yourself. This message is not you to self-help, to help you go and help this person, okay? If that makes sense? It's about you helping yourself, yeah. When you go out there and you say, you know what, I'm going to shine my light, and I'm just going to be everything I can be for myself, and emotionally it can really drain you, and I know it's not easy. Do it, cry, let it go, release. This is all about releasing because you're holding on to something. That's the work I'm talking about. Ego sometimes can come in, especially with divine masculines. Ego, and it's like ego can really fight. Ego can really do this. Inner trust. Divine feminines, trust what is being given to you. Trust what you're feeling. Trust the love in your heart. Now, I say this a lot. I do. Trusting what you feel in your heart, because it won't steer you wrong. It won't steer you wrong because it's who you are. It radiates deep inside. All the chakras. Okay, if any of you know what chakras are, there's 7 of them, and we radiate our vibrations in different areas, energy fields, that we put out that energy out to the public, to outside, to our external, from internal to external. This is why I love trees, and I love nature, and I love water, and I just love green, and I love just nature in general, because it recharges us. Because that is simply why we dig deep. When I say dig deep, that's what I mean, dig deep. How do you dig deep when there is so much something there? Like I talked about, divine masculine needs to clear, divine feminine needs to clear as well. It's a reflection of who you are. If you're getting something, listen, if you're getting something with things are not happening on my time, things are not going on the way I want, maybe because that's a reflection of you. You're seeing that person, and that person is actually the mirror image with a twin flame. You're actually looking inside yourself. Yeah, I'm not saying this in a selfish way, guys. I'm really not. But when your soul is so troubled, or if your soul is so damaged, or you're feeling like you're damaged, nobody is actually damaged. We do the damage in a sense that our minds get triggered and we just go back to something because we're always healing. So not to offend anybody, but everybody needs work. And when you have that reflection, it's like, you know, like when you post a mirror and you're like, oh gosh, I just looked at myself, you know, and you can see like yourself. Maybe you like what you see, maybe you don't like what you see. So whatever it is, sometimes you'll put a mirror, a cloth or a towel on your mirror because you don't want to see yourself every morning when you wake up. You know, the medicine cabinet reflects a mirror on you. Or maybe you look at yourself and you say, you know what, I can do a little improvement here. I just need this. You can't change it, but you can enhance it. And that's what we do. Sometimes, you know, like a man will say, oh, I need a shave. After 5 shadow, you know, like that's common. Or I need to trim my beard, you know, or I need a haircut. Or, you know, a woman will say, oh, I need a facial. You know, I need to do something for myself. I need to put a little, like, lip gloss or something. I mean, everybody has their own routine, and I'm not here to give you pointers on what to do, because you guys know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of videos out there that you can find what to do. And this is just to help you on the internal stuff. So, going into that reflection of yourself, the divine feminines, they seem to be running too. They seem to be running. They don't always look at the beauty of themselves, because we ourselves in general, not just for a man, not just for a woman, we sometimes don't feel like we are positive. We look at the grass is greener on the other side. And actually the grass is very green. We've had a lot of rain this year. The grass is greener on the other side. I wish my grass, my lawn was that green. Why is my grass turning yellow? You know, like we kind of like compare. And you know what? Comparing is never a good thing. Comparing to someone else, you know why? Because that person is comparing. That person is comparing. Deep inside, maybe it's not that they will admit it. We're all guilty of it, because that's all we got to go on. You know, it's all what we got to go on. Inspire us instead is a word I like to use. I like to see something beautiful. I like to go out to like nature, to places, and I get inspired. Oh, these, you know, like these woods or these flowers or these wildflowers are so beautiful. I would love to have them in my backyard. You know, maybe not these particular ones, but you got what I'm talking about. Or the trees, you know, and that's where the inspiration comes in for ourselves, because once we handle that inspiration, we put a lot of energy into love, into who we are. And that's where the reflection comes through. Trust yourself. Very pretty card. I love it because it's got rainbows. I just have to look at it, as you can see. Now, when I say trust yourself, how do you trust yourself? We have the inner trust, and we have the trust yourself. Trust your own judgment. Sometimes it's with ego, sometimes it's with a feeling that we get, like, are we doing the right thing in our life? Am I on the right path? And yeah, we get readings, we get guidance, we get messages to help us, and that's wonderful. Keep doing it, keep doing it. But you know what, when you trust yourself and you get a little message inside, you know, and I've give this illustration so many times because it's intuition that also guides us. And look at these cards, came right beside each other. And you know what, it's a direct message for all of us. So what I was going on with trust yourself and intuition, divine feminines, messages that come to you even though everybody keeps on saying, no, it's like this, it's like that, it's like this, and I've given you like a rundown of what happened to me, and I'm not talking about myself, so this is just an illustration. I had skin cancer earlier this year, and for a couple of years, it was a mark on my back, and you know what? Everybody kept saying it looks fine, and even a doctor said it, an oncologist doctor. I asked so many people, what do you think? What do you think? Because my intuition kept telling me, you need to check this out. You need to check this out. Trust yourself. And I kept getting this funny feeling. And even, even the dermatologist, when she first looked at it, she said, oh, I wouldn't worry about it. And I said, can you please maybe biopsy? She was biopsying something else on my ankle, which turned out to be benign. But she said, okay. She said, okay, because I felt, now I'm saying that you need to go biopsy or do any of that, but I'm just giving you an example in case anybody asks me. I'm just giving my situation, because it really inspired a lot of people when I talked about this before. It was my intuition. It was the messages I kept getting since like 2 or 3 years. And you know what? It's good that I did it though. It could have went on, okay? And I'm just saying in a sense that it wasn't benign. It was cancer, but it was something that could have grown over years and no time, and it could have killed me. Seriously. So the sooner you do it, early stages, the sooner the better. That's what it was, even if it was a few years. So my intuition just kept giving me that message, and I kept feeling it. And that's why when you're feeling something inside, that's what my story was going to the point. Trust yourself. Trust in what you feel, your inner trust. We got 2 trust words, and reflection and intuition for the divine feminines. They're definitely striking back. They're fighting back. They're getting past whatever stuff that they have. It may not be good. They may not like what they're feeling. They may have to purge a little bit. They may have to release a little bit, but it's all good. You know why? Because the pain, whatever they're feeling, or maybe it's not pain, maybe it's just emotional energy. I mean, I can't speak for everybody, because everybody is unique and everybody is different, and everyone, I love it because we all have our opinions and we all have our ways of looking at things, just like with the readings. The messages come through. Maybe they resonate with you this week, maybe they might next week, maybe they don't at all. Maybe you know someone. You know, it all comes down to one thing. Trust your intuition, guys. With whatever you're going through, your messages are coming through, despite of what other people are saying. If someone is telling you, forget about that person, get away from that person, or stay with that person, you got to stick it out. You need to trust your intuition, because I am not going to put any words into anybody's head right now. I just want you to get the direct message. Maybe you need to ponder this message and write it down and just sleep on it, because maybe the message is not coming right away. Maybe you need to meditate over it. I always talk about meditating. I hope you have crystals, because they are really good. That's why I hold on to them. I do this when I want to feel clear, and I want the crystals to come through in a message where you can understand it, if that makes sense. So a lot of powerful stuff coming out, a lot of things I felt that everybody needs to hear. It's resonating both divine masculine, divine feminine. This reading is like for all, okay? So this is why I'm saying, if you're getting confused, I've been approached a few times. A lot of you know what I'm talking about, a lot of you don't. It's whatever resonates with you. We have 2 different types of messages coming through. Maybe they both resonate, maybe one or the other, or maybe you know someone, like I said. So if you'd like to get your own personalized reading, I do offer phone, chat, and email readings. And as you know, the links are down below in the description area. I also have blogs with several articles about divine partners, soulmates, twin flames, to give you maybe a better understanding, Q&A videos, and it's all good. Whatever resonates with you, like I said. So I just want to say thank you guys all for subscribing, for liking, commenting. It's really fun on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I'm on it all. I love it, and I try to get these messages out as much as I can on Instagram as well, Facebook, and just to help us all, because we're all united and we're all sharing together. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. So until next time, God be with you all. Namaste.